I'm now going to discuss the pd.timestamp constructor. So it can essentially do many of the same things that toDateTime can do. I typically use toDateTime as it has a little bit more functionality, but just so that I cover it and you're aware that it does exist, the pd.datetime, if you pass it in a string, so March 20th at 2:35 p.m., it will produce the same thing as pd.toDateTime, like this. It also works if you just put in some, some number like 100, as we saw before. There's a unit. So the main difference is that pd.toDateTime can actually, you can pass it in a list of things. So let's say there's multiple times over here. We'll do the next minute. Whereas, so this creates, it doesn't create a series actually, it creates what a date time index, but just think it as a sequence of values, but it's really an index object that you can put in your index or your columns. If you try to do this with the timestamp constructor, you're not going to be able to do that. The timestamp, you can think about the timestamp constructor always returns a single timestamp because that's what it is. It is a constructor. It has to, just by its definition, really return a single scalar value. toDateTime is a function. It can return anything. So if you pass it in one string, it'll return a single time spent. If you pass it in multiple ones, it'll return this datetime index object, which really, just like I said, is a sequence of timestamps. All right, so that is the timestamp constructor. It does have a different signature over here, so you can actually give it the exact year, month, and so forth. The toDateTime is a little bit more flexible, so it has a lot more options over here for a lot of different inputs. So really, I would say use toDateTime. It's more flexible and with more features, and it can handle multiple times. That's why I concentrated on showing toDateTime, and I'm just bringing up this timestamp constructor for completeness right now.